How's it going, guys? RNG Life here, and today we are going to be discussing some new information on the discontinued packs Ultimate Rising and Age of Discovery, which I've heard from different sources. They say they were coming back on the 16th. Some say they're coming back on the 17th. So it could come up as soon as today or as late as tomorrow. But as you can see, I have some quick farming footage in the background of me using my Victory Viper farming deck. It's a pretty decent deck. You win some, you lose some with the deck too, because I'm trying to get a Shizu ranked up. But let's go ahead and go over the new, or like not the new packs, but it would be new for the people who missed out on the original packs. They're interesting packs because they have some of the best cards and arguably some of the worst. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be discussing the Ultimate Rising, which some would say has most of the staple cards that you need in Duel Links. Alright, and actually this pack does have some support for a lot of beginner decks. Decks that involve Power of Dark, Peak Performance, just like standard beatdown fusion decks, ritual decks. All those decks are supported in the Ultimate Rising. And it has a high versatility, meaning it's a really good pack. It has a lot of support for a lot of different things, and they actually can be very usable. So, to start off, the main card that everyone wants out of Ultimate Rising is that Sphere Karibo. Sphere Karibo, probably one of the best cards in the game. It can win you games just because of the fact that it can protect you for a turn. Another card that can be really useful for people who just don't have them all, like they don't have these cards. Shard of Greed is another really good card. Wonder Balloons is a good card for beginners. Another really good staple card, Twister, which is a card that you can use. You pay 500, destroy a face-up card your opponent has. Really good for getting over stuff like Mirror Wall or any other like maybe your opponent has a Harpy's Hunting Ground or something that gets over that. It's a really useful card, and I'm glad to see that Ultimate Rising is coming back, so people can try to get that in that Twister, maybe the first, second, or third copy if they need it. Another card that is really useful in this set is Order to Charge. That's another one of those meta cards. It's getting a lot of play in decks that use normal monsters. So I know the first deck that I saw it become really viable and was Rex Raptor's Dino and Dino Kingdom deck. That card was really powerful. I mean, but now I've seen it in a lot of different decks that use normal monsters like Harpies in general, with all the Sonic Ducks. I've seen it with the Shine Balls, which I've used because it's a really good card. I actually have 3 copies of it. But yeah, it's one of those really good cards. Other cards that help out beginners, Reinforcements, another one of those really useful cards. And then there's a lot of cards that support. I mean, these are notably like staple cards. The other ones are more along the lines of cards used for specific decks. Other cards from this pack that are really useful besides the Sphere Karibos and everything, we have cards like Sonic Bird. Sonic Bird is another one of those really good cards. It supports ritual decks. It actually makes Relinquished really powerful. So if any of you like post the Pegasus event, want to make a Relinquished deck, like I do, we need more Sonic Birds. That card is way too good to run at 1. So since we do need more Sonic Birds, they are in this set. I'm not sure if it was at 1 or 2, since it is a UR, so most likely is at 1 when you do get it. But aside from that, a lot of decks are supported. So we have Relinquished, or at least meta decks. We have Relinquished. We have another deck that gets supported with this pack is Clown Control. I made a video about clowns, and clowns are really powerful. They really are, and you can get them in this set. You can get both Dream Clown and Crass Clown actually, and they're just here. Like, it has a lot of support for a lot of decks that became meta. So we have that obvious Relinquished support. I think another card that is really good that you can find in this one is I think it's a rare called Fulfillment of the Contract, which is to bring back like a relinquish or something. So if any of you guys who have just started are seeing all these people using all these cards that you don't have access to, that's probably why. They're in this other set, and definitely save up your gems, even though it's probably going to come out, I don't know, before or after this video is out. Alright, so I mean, we have a lot of really good cards. I'm not going to go over all of them, but just a lot of decks are supported. I know for Parasite or We Will Burn decks, Mask of the Accursed is a really good card for that deck. I actually have 2 of that card. And then just a lot of general other really good cards like 4-star Ladybug of Doom, Secret Pass to the Treasures, which is used in a lot of farming decks with Piranha and Piranha Army. And of course we have your other farming cards like Ready for Intercepting, Enchanted Javelin, Nutrient Z, which are used in very specific decks. They're not meta cards, but they're very useful in a specific deck. And since we already went over Ultimate Rising, let's go ahead and look over the next pack that is going to be coming back. Age of Discovery. Age of Discovery is a lot less. I think this is one of the first mini boxes we got. This pack mainly supports Water, Red Eyes, and I think the Guardian archetype. So now that we're getting started, this pack was not as great as Ultimate Rising, but it is good for what it does. I know the main card in this set is Daedalus, who I worked really hard to make my Daedalus deck, and that deck was really good back when I first started. If you can get 2 or 3 of these guys, you can actually make a pretty powerful meta deck with Daedalus. Alright, and there's another few really good cards in this set. The other good card is Michizure, which is a normal trap card that it is basically a 1-for-1. They kill one of your monsters, you kill one of your opponents. It's a really useful card, especially for beginners or for anybody in general, especially if you're trying to make a deck around it. We have another card that's really good in that set is Yomi Ship. Yomi Ship is another one of those cards that it does pretty much the same thing as Michizure, but you can catch them by surprise with it because you set it and it takes out whatever scary monster they might have. So it just gives you an advantage. Another really good card that people are trying to pull. Another card that is really good in that set is Black Dragon's Chick, I believe. I forgot they changed his name. It used to be Red Eyes Black Chick, but I think they changed the name for whatever reason. So it should be Black Dragon's Chick now. Since we have the whole Super Joey event going on, he is giving out all the support for Red Eyes, and this card is another one of those cards that just helps out Red Eyes. So if you want to make a good Red Eyes deck, you might need to run maybe 1 or 2 of Black Dragon's Chicks. I mean, aside from that, there are a lot more useful cards used for very specific decks. Of course, like those 3 or those 4 maybe are the most notable ones. Some of the other rares and other good cards are Piranha Army, and we have of course all the water support for the Daedalus deck. Like Piercing Moray and all those like Needle Sunfish. It has a lot of really good water support, basically. But yeah, that is what you should expect from these sets, and yeah, and that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go over all the different archetypes supported, all the cards that you should be looking for by the time it comes out. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.